Fortnite collabs. Fortnite makes absolute bank from their collabs, so since it's a new year, I'm going to discuss my predictions for this year's Fortnite collabs. Also, quick side note, on the list, there won't be any confirmed collabs like One Piece and The Boys, just because it kind of ruins the fun. Also, I just woke up, so I might sound tired. The first one on the list is a Five Nights at Freddy's collab. This is probably the most wanted collab in the game, and for good reason. There's so many things you can put in this collab because these are very marketable characters. Go to any GameStop and you'll find FNAF plushies, figures, keychains, and what the hell is that? So yeah, this is one of the collabs that would make big money and break the internet. I could see there being the main cast like Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy with a cupcake back bling. And what would be even more amazing would be a Springtrap skin. I get he's literally a decaying corpse, but we've seen worse skins, right? And yes, I'm aware the creator of FNAF said he's very careful with collabs.
I'm very careful with collaborations because I want to protect the brands and I want to make sure that Five Nights at Freddy's stays as Five Nights at Freddy's.
But come on, the FNAF franchise is wild as is. The main villain is a guy that dresses in a furry costume and eliminates kids. This collab wouldn't really change anything. Next we got Squid Game. I love Squid Game, so this is probably one of my most wanted collabs. And I think it's likely since Squid Game Season 2 just came out and it's the highest amount of views a Netflix series has ever gone in its opening week. So this would be a very smart choice, especially since the third season is coming sometime later this year. Plus Netflix has already worked with Epic on the Stranger Things collab, so it's plausible. If this collab were to happen, I think we'd get the card skin with all the shapes as edit styles. And maybe we could even get a frontman skin, although more unlikely. Also, I'll throw in the doll as a back bling. I don't know, it'd just be cool. Next up, we have Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is one of the best shows in history, so I'm surprised it hasn't already gotten a collab. And while the series ended over a decade ago and Better Call Saul already ended 2 years ago, it's still very popular, so I think it's still likely we could see a collab in the near future. The skins we would see is a Walter White, of course, with a Heisenberg edit style, secondly a Jesse Pinkman skin, and lastly, a Saul Goodman skin. Anyways, if these were added, there would be endless memes, which makes me want it even more. Now, this one is something I really want, and that is a Dexter collab. Like Breaking Bad, Dexter has resurfaced in popularity lately on TikTok and such, so now would be the perfect time to include him. Plus, there's a sequel series coming out later this year in the summer. As for the skins, obviously we'd get a Dexter Morgan skin, and I think it'd be cool for him to have both his Miami Metro fit and his Killer fit, both has edit styles. And I would say we'd be getting more skins, but Dexter's kind of like the most family-friendly killer out of the rest of them on the show, so he's probably the only one we'll get. So while the most unlikely on the list, since Fortnite appeals to mostly a kid audience, I can still see it happening. The Simpsons. Do I even need to explain this? Without a doubt, The Simpsons is long overdue for a collab. I never thought this would be possible until I saw Peter Griffin in the game. And since they added Peter, the dad of the family, then definitely the most likely skin is Homer Simpson. And for a possible back bling, I see it being Santa's little helper like Brian was for Peter's back bling. And maybe like a built-in Nemo of him eating like a donut or something. But not only Homer, I can see there being a Krusty the Clown skin, and I'd instantly cop it. What would also be cool is if the Simpsons car was added into the game. It'd be the closest to a modern Simpsons hit and run, so I'm down for it. Now for the last IP-based collab, we have a Scream collab, and most notably, a Ghostface skin. It's absolutely insane that Ghostface is not in the game yet. I mean, last time for Fortnitemares, we had Leatherface and Saw coming, and the year prior, we had Michael Myers. So a Ghostface skin would be perfect for Fortnitemares 2025. I also think they could bring in Billy and Stu, the two original killers and by far the most iconic. And as for emotes, I have two in mind, one being the iconic swiping the knife, and second being the what's your favorite scary movie quote, which I guess could just be him holding a phone. And that's about it. I mentioned the IP Matthew Lillardson twice in one video, look at that. Last but not least, this isn't really its own collab, it's multiple content creators that I can't see not being in the game past this year. So I think it's about time we get a typical gamer skin and a Courage skin. They've been very loyal to Fortnite playing the game since the start, so I can see this year be the year they finally get a skin. Plus, Courage's hitbox wouldn't be a problem because we've had similar bigger skins like the Family Guy chicken, so he's good. Also, not primarily a Fortnite creator, however, I think it's time we finally get an IShowSpeed skin and a Kai Cenat skin. I mean, they were streaming trying to get a win for 3 days straight, so I think they deserve it, and of course, their skins would sell like crazy. Oh, and I almost forgot a low taper fade style for Ninja, please. But anyways, that's my list for my Fortnite 2025 collab predictions. Subscribe for more Fortnite commentary like this, since only this amount of y'all are subscribed. And let me know what collabs you want to see added in the comments. But, have a good day.